Big game this Saturday then, how you feeling about it?
Yeah, I'm excited. They don't come much bigger. I think it's like a cup final for us. Obviously, I think it's clear to everyone that it's not in our hands, but we can only do what we can do. So we're fully focused on Hearts.
Do you think, given Hearts had a chance last weekend to get into the top six and they kind of blew it a little bit against Dundee United, do you think they'll come here with a bit more pressure than you guys to get the win?
Not necessarily, because we had an opportunity last week against Kilmarnock and we lost, and obviously St Mirren did. So I think there's a lot of teams that have. It just shows how tight the league is. You can't take any points for granted, and obviously we're all hurting. I think all three teams. So I think everyone's going to be ready and raring to go. And for our sake, I hope we get the best outcome possible.
Do you think there's an extra importance to try and get into the top six this season?
Oh, definitely,
Because in the past, maybe there's been a bit of a gap between maybe the teams that were 12th and 11th and then the rest. But if you don't finish in the top six, everyone's kind of playing for their survival, I guess.
Of course, yeah. Listen, you get dragged into it. It's so tight down there. I think even if you look at the weekend, Celtic, the best team in the league, against St Johnstone, who are bottom, and St Johnstone beat them. So anything can happen. If you get into the top six, obviously you can't get involved in that. So that would obviously be a bonus. But we just want to look at finishing as high as we can. And obviously that's a bonus if the fact that we wouldn't be able to get involved in that relegation fight.
The manager was just talking about Kofi getting sent off at the weekend. You also had your own incident regard against Kilmarnock earlier in the season. And for you as defenders in particular, have you got that almost in the back of your mind now, that sort of that is watching on from afar and that you maybe having to do things maybe different from maybe what you have done in the past week?
Yeah, listen, it's frustrating, very frustrating. Obviously we had to play a large part of the game there with 10 men against a good team, so yeah, it is frustrating. Obviously I know how hard it is to be a referee. Just they don't get much praise and they seem to be criticised a lot, but I do think we've been on the back of a few bad decisions and it hasn't helped us, and you could be coming into this game differently, and I know it's the same for a few teams, but yeah, I think, as I said before, it's hard for referees. They can't obviously get it all right, but I think when the big decisions are going against you a few times, you obviously have a bit of a chip in your shoulder, but we still have an opportunity now this weekend, so we just need to try and take that with both hands.
Do you still have faith in the VAR system?
I personally do. I think they probably get more right than they get wrong, but I don't think there should really be an excuse if you're looking at it so many times. I know there's decisions that you have to, it's a matter of opinion, but I think when you're getting a few looks at a video, I think you should be getting it right more times than not.
But if you're having a few looks at the video, it means it's not clear and obvious, and that's meant to be one of the criteria for changing.
Of course, yeah. Listen, I think there's definitely. I'm a fan of it. I think it's going to work. I think there's still things that can be improved on it, but yeah, it's just getting that done as quickly as possible, because I think I know there's a lot of money being spent on it, so you want the best results to come from that. So yeah, the quicker the better. But thankfully, we still have an opportunity this weekend, and the decision last week hasn't given that opportunity away.
What have you made of Hearts' season? Because most people have thought they'd been a comfortable top 6 team, but it's not been the case. Yeah,
listen, I think it's just the league in general has been so tight. I think Hearts have a great squad, some very good players in that squad, and I think on their day they're a match for anyone. But it's just, as I said before, it's a tough league. You can't take any game for granted, and we know we're going to be in for a hard game this weekend, so we just need to be ready for it.
There's obviously been recent talk of reconstruction in the league. Are you happy with the format that is at the moment, or have you got a preference?
I don't care, to be honest. I'm just happy to play. Yeah.
But given the unjust decisions you've had, the injuries you've had this season, the change of manager, how big an achievement would top 6 be for Motherwell this season?
Yeah, we set out at the start of the year to get top 6, so it would be a great achievement. I think overall our season's been up and down, but if you can get into the top 6 and get to Hampden Park, which we've done already, it'd be a good season. But there's still so much to play for. Like nothing's confirmed now, and it's out of our hands. So listen, if results go our way and we do the business, it'd be great to get into the top 6. But yeah, I don't think we're really looking at the season as a whole just yet. I think we just want to go focus on Hearts.
And given, I think it was this time last year where you played Hibs and just missed out on top 6, what can you take from that experience? What did you learn that can help you this weekend?
Yeah, it was a funny one because we were sort of in the same situation looking at results elsewhere. it didn't go for us last year. So I think for the lads that are here, it's obviously hurt you a bit, but yeah, it's a different teams are involved, so it's going to be hard again. But yeah, I think we just want to be going in after hopefully getting a result and looking at our phones, and the results have gone the right way. I'm sure we'll be told by the fans in the ground. So yeah.
Have you had conversations over your future beyond the end of the season, or has that been part from it?
No, it's been parked for now. To be honest, I'm fully focused on this weekend. I've chatted to the manager. I'm enjoying working here, but I'm not going to get involved in that, because I'm a firm believer that if you get focused on things in the future, you can't really concentrate in the present. So just one game at a time now, and then we'll see what happens.
And you're one of the longest serving players in that dressing room now. I mean, just as a whole, how is sort of this season at Motherwell compared to maybe other seasons you've had here since you came on?
Yeah, it's funny. It's just been a lot of change. I think we've used a lot of players. The squad's been very big. A lot of good moments and some not so much. But overall, the season I've enjoyed it. I'll enjoy it more if we get top 6. But still a lot to play for. Even if we weren't to get to the top 6, there's still 5 games, so we need to finish off the season as strong as we can. And I think we'll see what happens, obviously personally and as a team at the end of the season.
Would you be open to staying beyond?
Yeah, listen, I've loved it here. I've really enjoyed my time here. I think I've done well here, and the club's been very good to me as well. So yeah, no, I would be.
Manager spoke about the importance of top 6, both to get up into that point of the table, but also to avoid being dragged into a relegation battle. Can you allow yourself to think like that, to look downwards going into a game like this against ours?
I think you have to. I think it's just it's a matter of fact, really. If you look at how tight the table is, obviously you don't want to get caught up and look too far ahead. But if things don't go this way and results go well elsewhere for other teams, we're right in amongst it. So we know that, as I said before, if we don't win, there's still a lot to play for, and we need to sort of be on our toes, because if we go off the ball now for the next few games, we could be caught in a very tough place. So yeah, just hopefully get a result this weekend and go from there.